Larga, thank you so much for the resub for 20 months. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Dirt Dog, Fenrold, Storm, good to see you guys. Sorry if I sound a little down. I'm gonna, as always, I'm always completely transparent with you guys. I never lie to you guys. Not exactly feeling the best today, mostly because of a bit of bad news in regards to my computer. So, I'm hoping that nothing bad happens to the computer during this stream, but just
Wow. No Limit 3020. It's not No Limit 3020 anymore, it's Dunk. Dunk 3020? Don't mind if I do. What's my name? Dunk 3020. It's a whole new game. Dunk 3020. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend.
What? I don't even understand any of that. Oh, so your message was so long that it made the GIF for the alert super tiny. What the heck?
It's over 9,000.
What? What? Actually, what? What the hell, you two? Why? I mean, Maniacal, thank you for the 420, and Flargar, thank you for the 150. One sec. I'm sorry, I'm just... thank you guys so much. I really, really do appreciate it. I just... I'm sorry. Today's just been a bit of a wreck for me, and just like... And you guys doing this for me, I really...
Capitalism, how?
Guess I may as well jump on the bandwagon too. For the cause.
Dirt Dog, you don't have to do that. $50? Why? You don't have to do this. I'm not trying to guilt my friends into giving me money. That's not what I'm trying to do, I swear to God. I just... Thank you, Fenrold. Thank you for the $50, Dirt Dog. Y'all are good friends, and I really, really appreciate it. I'm sorry. It's just... Like I said, today's been a bit of a thing because, like, my computer's been, like, blue screening a lot lately. Like, it's blue screened twice in the last 2 days, and I'm just so worried about it. So I've been thinking about how soon I would need to get my new computer, and, like, I've been talking to my buddy Bermsai about maybe just, like, putting in a stopgap for my computer where, like, we buy a new disk drive and stuff like that in order to maybe stall it out a bit longer before I need to drop the big 4K in order to get the new PC. Honestly, the main issue that's holding me up on that is just the fact that I'm not very good with computers hardware-wise. So I have no idea how to actually change out computer parts. So I'm going to have to get a friend to help me with that. But yeah, I just want to explain why today's been a little rough to me, and I am so very grateful to everyone. Y'all have no idea. You know how to change a RAM, but not patch that. Yeah. Mermside tells me it's simple enough. I just need to get around to it. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on with me and the computer. I'm trying. Like I said, I want to be able... I understand why, but why 4K? Okay, so the reason why it's 4K is because I don't like... It is a bit of a long story, but I'll try to make it a short one. So basically, I don't like upgrading my computer, so I quote-unquote future-proof my computer to last as long as it can. This computer, back when I made it, what quote-unquote made it, I had someone else make it for me, but like the current one I have, we future-proofed it for around 7 to 8 years. It's been 7 to 8 years later. So, yeah, I don't like opening up my computer, so, we try to spec it out with the best possible parts at the time. And that's basically what we're going to try to be doing for this next PC, which is why I need $4,000. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. Okay, let's get... okay. Welcome back to Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Let's get to that theater recap. Or fly you... I am not flying you to New York. Thank you, Zeno, but no. So last time on Ace Attorney, we apparently a certain someone has been wandering around pretending to be us and took on someone as their defendant, and we're all like, oh hell no, no one's allowed to pretend to be Phoenix Wright but Phoenix Wright. That is to say, there is only one Phoenix Wright. And then like Gumshoe's all like, the fuck did you do in court, you big dummy? And then like we're like, we're the dummy. What did we do? It's like, you did the worst possible court case ever. I thought I trusted you. Who am I supposed to trust now that Edgeworth's not around? And then we're all like, all right, fine. Maybe we can get a retrial or something just because someone was pretending to be me. Gosh. Anyway, so we head over to the... to the detention center, and we find out, oh hey, Maggie Bird's all like, oh hey, I quit being a police officer because of reasons. See, justice for all. Anyway, so yeah, I became a maid, and people think I poisoned one of our customers. So yeah. Oh, so you got me in trouble? Why'd you do that? For the last time I was not that Phoenix Wright. But you have the spiky hair. We all know anime protagonists have spiky hair. So therefore, you were the one. So you were the one who defended me, right? All right, we're going to go do some investigating now. I'll catch you all later. Bye. I'm going to go look cute in my jail cell. Bye. So, we go investigate the restaurant where Maggie was working to figure out how this dude got murdered via poisoning. And then like, Maya's all like, oh wow, we're in such a nice pink and French restaurant. I wonder what the chef is like. And then out comes out Luigi. Yes, he's totally very Italian. Ah, welcome to me restaurant. I hope you like the spicy Italian meatballs. Ah, doi 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 doi. And then we're all like, yeah, so what happened here exactly? Oh, don't you know, like, don't mind me as I give you a firm pat on the back and doing nothing else. So yeah, so my waitress totally tried to murder one of my customers in order to steal a lottery ticket. now don't mind me. I'm just going to just take this and we're going to walk away now. Goodbye. And we're all like, man, what a nice Italian restaurant owner of a French restaurant. Okay, maybe we should go ask somebody else for information. So, oh wait, wrong person. Whoops. So we go over to a park where we confront another restaurant goer for information because apparently he was the only other witness to the actual murder. So out comes an old man. He's like, ha ha ha, I love women. And then we're all like, yes, I love women too. So tell me about what happened during the murder. It's like, oh, you think I'm gonna tell you? Try again. And then we're like, okay, maybe we can try to get some information out of him using my MAGA top. Motherfucker, that chef stole my Magatama. So we head back to the restaurant. However, Maya got recruited by Luigi, and then and out comes out Maya as a maid. And we're all like, hello. And then she's all like, hello, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would you like to have a seat while I do a cutesy curtsy for you? And we're all like, I don't know how to feel about this. So we go into the kitchen, we recover our Magatama there, and we also find a bottle, but I forgot to put in the bottle, so we're going to pretend the sacred urn it was the bottle there, and we're like, oh yeah, this isn't suspicious at all. So we go back to the old man who's all like, whoa, did you bring me a cute girl? And we're like, yeah, we totally brought you a cute girl. Here's a cute girl. And he's all like, oh, you gotta be bigger than that for me, Missy. And then suddenly, Maya digivolves into Mia. And it's like, oh, that's the size I'm talking about. And then, he tells us all about how Luigi was actually a con artist who steals from people. It's great. It's cool. And then so we get some information out of him, and then we're like, oh, hey. And then we're all like, oh, hey, maybe he is the actual person who murdered the victim and not actually our client Maggie. So we head back to the restaurant to confront Luigi. It's like, oh, you fool! I didn't steal a lottery ticket. I stole a lost. I stole a lottery ticket. And it's like, okay, that's it. We got an actual confession out of this guy. We know who it is. Oh, but it's okay. It's okay for Luigi fans because, where is he? Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Where the heck are you? Oh my god, did I actually delete you? Oh no, no, I didn't delete you. Okay, thank god. So out comes Godot. It's like, ha, you really think this guy would actually would actually be competent? No, he stole a losing lottery ticket. So his alibi's good, I think, kinda, sorta. It's like, well, shit. And that's pretty much where we last left off, and now we're about to go into court. And that's what happened last time on Ace Attorney. Oh, so what were you guys talking about in chat? Were you talking about... Here's what you're thinking of. Fighters, they use tournament design. Oh, yeah. I think I grabbed that from... I think that was from Super for the Master Roshi that I used. Hey, Woot. How you doing? All right.
Generosity tea. Expertly brewed too.
Larga, thank you so much for a host, dude. Again, Way too kind of you, dude. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's get into the trial then. January 7th, 9:48 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 1.
Generosity tea. Expertly brewed too.
Thank you, Maniacal. Oh. What was the voice I did for Mag? Oh, yeah, right. Valley Girl voice. Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? Oh, nice job on the shiny elect kid find, dude. But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. I'm gonna assume it's Gumshoe. Maggie! Oh, lucky me. Ah, Detective Gumshoe! Are you alright? How are you feeling? As if you need to ask either question, sir. Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger, aw. Gumshoe cares way too much about, like, his subordinates. Either that or he actually has a crush on her, but I'm actually going to assume otherwise for now. And you! Yes? You better square this case away, got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest? What do we do? I mean, we just lost the case. That's not illegal. I think he's serious, though. Hey, detective, you're on our side for once, right? Oh, wait. I just realized something. Oh, hang on a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that, everyone. So, I noticed that my audio levels were a little louder than normal, and I was like, wait, why is this happening? And then I glanced down at my mic, and I realized I didn't have my pop filter on. Oops. So, yeah, I might have been accidentally a little too loud for a moment there, so I apologize. Limit drink beer. No! Okay, maybe. All right, drink consumed. Now, where was I? So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Of course! I've got the situation under control! I'm going to be first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me? Why did Maggie show up to court in a maid outfit? Because she was arrested in a maid outfit.
I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, Detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh?
I can only wish.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Up, there's coffee. First cup of joe of the stream. Ah, bitter.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ah!
What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just, whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was... You said talking to me?
Yo, Aggers. Hey.
It was a little, well, intimidating.
No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix. But what if there was a pony Phoenix?
I see, so our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he?
Our trusty? Considering how many penalties you label on me over the years? Yeah, sure.
So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please.
Mr. Trite, whether you're a real or the real whether you're a fake or the real deal, we'll find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you have studied law or not. That's why I tend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another.
As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial.
I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me.
Oh, then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness.
Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation.
Witness, state your name for the court.
Sorry, sir. The name's police department. Okay, name's police department detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. I mean, that's not necessarily inaccurate. You could definitely say his occupation is that he is a dick and he is a gumshoe, so yeah. Other way around, detective. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday. Sir.
Since yesterday?
Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now. I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control. For everyone's sake.
I see, so Detective Gumshoe...
You know, considering how often Gumshoe gives us wrong evidence, he's probably going to get coffee thrown in his face in a moment.
Would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case?
Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn L. How do you guys pronounce that last name? I mean, I know his name is palindrome, but I have no idea how to pronounce that actual last name. Elegy. Allegra. Yes, I know there's no A in there. He was a professional programmer. LG. Georgie. Allig. That probably would work. It was on the payroll of Blue Screens. Speaking of blue screens, He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report, and hopefully no updated versions.
The court accepts this into the evidence.
Died of potassium Let it be known, potassium is a killer. Especially if you consume too much. Thank God. Okay, let's see. Potassium cyanide poisoning, time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. It's more the cyanide part. Fair. And here are the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress.
The waitress behind it being the accused?
Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Victor Kudo.
It seems to be a very straightforward case to me.
Blueprints of the crime scene. X marks victim's seat. Come, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Yeah, but isn't this just a soup ladle? Victor Pervo, not wrong. It's honestly, as weird as it sounds, I'm more disturbed by how swollen and red his nose is. It freaks me out.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony.
Yes, sir. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Ileg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. I wonder if it tastes like bananas. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have, well, had some kind of motive. Using the dark aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady.
The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but...
Yes?
Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood?
I already told you, that wasn't me! Alright, when the incident took place, victim was alone at his table, sir. Tell me more. Can I stop you for just a minute? Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said. And first objection of the day. Let's go. What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. Their 2 testimonies tie up on that. They both said that there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? I mean, I'm not going to get penalized for pressing harder, so why not? I don't think, I don't think I've ever been penalized before by pressing harder in a case. It might have happened in one of the 3DS games, but off the top of my head, nah, I think we should be good. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way. Huh. That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations Wright. Really? What? Did it happen with Mo? I legitimately don't remember if I ever got... Okay, so Mo costed me penalty points for that. Of course he did. I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant. That is lame. That's like a dad joke. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef, moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that's such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table?
It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly.
Well, we did need new evidence from that. We understand that the guy, Glenn Eleg, was listening to the radio at the time. He was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket.
Maggie's told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece?
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? You know what? I don't think I'm going to get penalized for it, so why not? Let's go for it. And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? Usually if you get a penalty for pressing or pressing further, they'll tell you at some point in the dialogue. Got it. Huh? How should I know? Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere. Oh boy, I can't wait to meet up with Courage.
This isn't going very well, is it?
Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used?
Ah, yeah, the poison. The poison for the victim. The victim's poison. That poison? Yes, that poison! Traces of poison found in its coffee cup. So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else? Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. Okay, here, who would be the defendant in a Courage the Cowardly Dog and Ace Attorney crossover? Would it be Muriel or would it be Eustace? I feel like Eustace would be a really bad witness. So yeah, let's say Muriel. And then Courage can like be friends with Missile. Yeah, that sounds cute. So the poison would have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Coffee number 2 and another objection. Let's go. Man, they're actually synchronized today. Huh. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite? The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. Ugh.
It seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Again, no reason not to. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee?
Just so to raise an objection without some coffee.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for 69 bits, K-Roll. But yeah, add that to the objection count. Even though that technically shouldn't count, we're counting it. Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking. And there goes another one. In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. For me? Also, that coffee is way too black for coffee. That looks more like black tar than actually, you know, brown coffee. Coffee is definitely more brown. Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. You have the time to waste. You have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? This! Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first degree burns? Yes, Phoenix, just be happy about that. Oh, now I remember. That being said, though, why didn't he just throw the coffee at Gumshoe? I would love to see Coffee Gumshoe. This is the, victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim.
Oh, yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly a coffee stain on it.
You know what? That's a good point, Red. His cup would be stained enough. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in his cup. And a new cup for Godot, because of course he needs to have another one. The victim gulped down the coffee. And I didn't read it in time. Whoops. For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants. Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. What we found was potassium cyanide. Gumshoe's so poor he can't even afford to be pelted by produce, let alone a coffee mug. Wow! He's just a black hole of finance, isn't he? Potassium cyanide? I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe? Also, can someone correct me if I'm wrong about this, but I don't remember them saying what type of poison Phoenix was going to be poisoned with back in case 1, right? I know it was like I know it was a pharmaceutical poison or something like that, which was stolen, but I don't remember if it was specifically potassium. It's, well, that stuff's lethal! Eat too much in your history! How much is too much? A lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish anyone off. 0.2 grams? How much is that? You know when you swab your ears for earwax? Yeah, about that much. Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of.
Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere.
And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive. Some kind of motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, Detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee, you can always get another. I don't get it. I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, Detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000.
Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Man, I really appreciate the game just letting me casually press things with no rhyme or reason, too. I mean, you know what? I just realized something. What's even the point of asking me that if they're just going to give me more information anyway? Like, if they're not going to penalize me for it, then they might as well just, like, give me this information without me having to even press. Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. Psyching out the player? Probably. Huh. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. What? Okay, okay, I'm gonna freely admit, I legitimately thought that the fake Phoenix Wright was the one who stole the ticket. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question.
That's the $500,000 lottery ticket?
One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. What? Wow. Okay, well, this is an open and shut case if I couldn't figure out a contradiction in here.
Order! Order!
Ha. It's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress.
You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately.
I better keep an eye on that ticket, the way the judge's voice is quivering.
This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial, too. But it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say?
It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. Yeah, but technically all money is scraps of paper. It's just how much value put into it. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately.
That's enough! The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which he is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime.
I like an old man who knows the score.
There's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. Also, has it been cashed in yet? If not, let me take it into my own private, court records. Yes, I'll be sure to keep it safe there. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules.
I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast. Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. Here, there's copy number 3, 4, I forget. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie? I'm starting to wonder how much of this evidence is fabricated. This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow. That's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... Can't be blood, can it? I mean, it's not pink, so it can't be blood, right? Huh. It seems the star of our play was a little flustered. Somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. You know, I just realized something. Why aren't we arguing the case of where the heck our defendant even got the poison to begin with? Like, wouldn't she have overheard, like, okay, let's actually break this down for a moment here. So, she would have decided to have wanted to murder him the moment she heard that, oh hey, he has $500,000 lottery ticket. That would have been within the span of like, what? Let's give it a generous 5 minutes. She would have needed to have found that poison in 5 minutes, decided that she was going to use it to murder him. Where the heck did she even get the poison to begin with? The victim puked blood. Maybe? We'll see. Prosecution gets to skip steps. Rude. No, there's something else that stands out even more.
Something else, I presume you mean?
Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. The pocket? A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. Again, where the heck did she even get this? The very poison used by the killer. Ah, the poison. The killer's poison. The poison that the killer used. The killer poison. That poison. Was in her pocket. Also, Storm, you don't need to at me for everything. I'm always reading the chat. You don't need to do that. It's fine. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket? Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, K-Roll. I don't imagine anybody be carrying around potassium cyanide either.
Order, order, order! The court will accept these items into evidence!
Again, I feel like the red stains are probably going to be relevant in some fashion. A deadly powdery poison bears Maggie's fingerprints found in her apron pocket. I mean, I do want to point out, considering she passed out, it would be very easy to incriminate her.
There's something still bothering me, Mr. Cadeau. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor! The bloodstain colored stain that's smeared all over the apron!
No, I agree with Godot. It's not pink enough. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? She must have walked on, must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. Blah.
You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe.
Well, a stuff like that again, I'll have you drink 17 cups of coffee, witness. I think it's really obvious to tell the difference between blood and ketchup. They stain differently. Oh, did I say, yeah, no. Yeah, he definitely said ketchup. Ugh. I thought everyone knew what it was already. Yeah, it said ketchup, not coffee. It said ketchup.
I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case.
That wasn't a misspeak on my part. I just want to clarify that.
The motive, the opportunity, the supporting evidence, they have all been clearly established.
Well, Trite, it seems you really are a phony after all. Ugh, you really know how to drive a man nuts.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there.
You misspoke and said... Wait, no. I definitely said ketchup, right? Mother clucker, I totally said coffee, didn't I? I said coffee. I said cough? Dang it! Oh my gosh, and I thought I was so, like, listen, you know what's weird? I actually took notes specifically. Okay, that said ketchup. Brain is literally sending electrical signals to my mouth saying, okay, remember, it specifically says ketchup. Don't accidentally say coffee now. And then my jaw's like, yes, sir. And then it's like, okay, cup of coffee. And then my brain's like screaming, no, you idiot. Okay, I'm just going to wipe that from the memory banks and hopefully nobody in chat noticed. Y'all freaking noticed. Dang it. I was so confident. Anyway. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by kind of a scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him. But we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. So confident, thank you.
No confidence.
When when Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and a bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene.
You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good.
Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, trite. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So let the fun begin. Crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by some kind of scary old man. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe. There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. We're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after a report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Did he hear old abuse at them? And seeds.
Seeds!
Ha! It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. What? What? I mean, they're edible, so sure, why not? I guess not even a mighty Godot can avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone, apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. Wait, in the kitchen? I thought she passed out in the middle of the restaurant itself. I wonder if that's going to be relevant. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search too. Phoenix, don't assume so badly about Gumshoe. He was probably just worried about her. I would have loved to see Maggie's... Never mind! I love the moment I'm like, oh, hey, he's actually innocent! And then it's like, nope, he just wants to watch her sleep! Okay. Yeah, way to ruin my faith in you, Gumshoe. Thanks. I would have loved to see Maggie asleep like that, all pretty and peaceful. Oh my god, I'm so mad. You're a professional, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Watching her sleep could be the least creepy thing possibly. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? The victim didn't have any identification on him. I mean, if you're already in a relationship, watching her sleep is fine. But the fact that you weren't, that crosses over to a creepy line, in my opinion. He didn't have any? Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so.
The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet.
58 cents? Not $3.50?
Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man.
That's a mood. Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? I think I'm onto something here. But we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. Wait a sec.
Did I say something dumb again?
Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes?
Yeah, basically.
In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly?
Oh, that.
He's so let down. He's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going on.
There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket.
It seems Mr. Glenn Eleg visited his doctor before he went to Tribulations.
We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court.
What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask for more? Tell us about the prescription bag, I guess? So what sort of medicine was in the bag?
Well, actually, the bag was found empty.
Huh?
Yeah, completely empty.
It was completely empty. Was it completely empty? Completely empty. Okay, but was it empty? But completely empty. The victim got this from the doctor before going to Tribulations. Bag is empty. Huh. You're entertaining. Yeah, bleh, not entertaining. You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence. Desperate, are you, trite? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective? When Maggie was searched, we found a lottery ticket and a bottle of poison. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone yeah, there we go. Planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket?
Hey, yeah, you nailed it, pal. Happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes.
My God, how drunk were all of you? Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat.
Sorry.
So trite. Someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well, I'd love to if I had any. Well, can you prove it didn't happen?
It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright.
And all of you guys have your own theories that you guys are supporting. What the heck do you want from me?
Continue with your testimony, witness.
And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for.
Yeah?
Interesting. It's true that those two items were accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day?
Oh yeah, the one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole $1 with it. What a lucky guy, huh?
I wish I can win in the lottery sometime. That'd be nice. But their theories have two eyewitnesses that corroborate with each other. I mean, yeah. And they're just going to let him get away with it?
It was just $1, detective.
I guess no one cares when it's that little, except for Gumshoe. Winning the lottery ruins your life, don't do it. You know, you say that as a joke, but I think you're actually right about that. Isn't it actually known that any lottery ticket winners actually get robbed almost immediately? Because of the fact that their state reports on who wins the lottery. If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. And we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something.
Yeah, that's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe are like dumb and dumber. Aw,
So mean.
our only hope is that they were so dumb that they missed something up. Phoenix, you're so mean. Gumshoe is sweet and innocent, except when he's being creepy, a little creepy sometimes. But we forgive him because he's generally cool other times. Pretty much have to spend all the money immediately, which if you had to any form of debt wouldn't take too long.
That is true.
Even if not theft, long-lost relatives and old friends, people end up with no money left and a lot of debt or dead. Yeah, that is true.
Yo, Twy, how you doing?
Welcome to the stream. We're currently in the first trial portion of case 3.
Come on, Gumshoe, be the dumbest you've ever been.
Again, people are just mean to Gumshoe. Phoenix and Maya are really hoping Gumshoe be dumb. You're buying bubble tea right now?
Nice.
You know what? As weird as this sounds, I've never had bubble tea before. Crime was reported by some kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie has passed out from shock. It must have been real tough for her. Victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out pretty quick. Hang on, let me see if I can get any more info out of that other thing about checking his health insurance. Even those who don't lose a lot of money to relatives and friends tend to squander their money and end up no better than where they started. You see, if I ever won the lottery, I'd just pay off all my debts. Number 1 thing, pay off all my debts. 2, probably get a new computer. 3, buy all my game systems and all my games. If I have any money left over, it'd probably be not that much. Oh, looks like I'm not going to get any more info out of that. Never mind. You are in debt? Not me personally, but my immediate family, as in my parents, they are. So, by extension, technically, I'm in debt. Pay off your debt and buy a house. Oh, dude, we actually finally paid off our house this year. I'm so happy about that. Unfortunately, we still have a bunch of other credit card debt. Yay! In order, debt, stuff for your mom, help out friends if possible, and then leftover fun stuff. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what I would do too, alive. I forgot to mention my friends, but yeah, I would buy nice things for my friends too. Oh, surprise, alive! You just got 100 gift subs. Oh, hey, Meds, 100 gift subs. Oh, hey, Flargra, 100 gift subs. Hey, Maniacal, 100 gift subs to you. 100 gift subs to you, Twy. Just collected in the name of a blind trust. No one know it was you. That's a good way of thinking of it. You only wanted 99? Too bad, you get an extra one. Okay, let's see now. Crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a scary old man. Poor old Maggie has passed out from the shock. Must have been real tough for her. Didn't have any identification. Figured out pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. Maggie was searched. We found a lottery ticket and bottle of poison. That was it. Nothing else was missing. Okay, then explain this. Okay, I kind of jumped the gun on that one.
How exactly are this evidence and statement just now related?
I mean, to be fair, like, you guys didn't find this. You guys didn't find it, and it is in the victim's handwriting, right? Right? Oh. They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Miss Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
Yeah, I jumped the gun on that one. Oops. Okay, let's take a look. Job listings, unrelated. Article says I was trounced and my client was found guilty. Unrelated. Unrelated. John's debt is $500,000. Unrelated. Written by my phony. The wheel guard is all smashed up. Unrelated. Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. The time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30. I mean, it matches up, I guess. Tribulations floor plans. That's not going to be useful right now. A photo of the scene taken from near the kitchen. Not seeing anything. The coffee contained potassium cyanide covered in the victim and Maggie's fingerprints. If you can get the answer to any one question, it'd be the end numbers in a mega million. Yeah. Worn by Maggie at the time of the incident, has a small pocket but big stains. A deadly powdery poison bears Maggie's fingerprints and found in her apron pocket. Victim got this from the doctor before going to Tribulations. Wait a second. Got this from the doctor before going to Tribulations. The bag is empty. Nothing else was missing. Why was it empty then? Money? No, absolutely, Twi. Like, I do want to be clear about something. Just because money doesn't give you happiness, like, having money isn't the thing that makes you happy. Being able to use that money to help make your life better, that's what money is helpful for. So, at the end of the day, money is a necessary evil in order to help enrich your life in some fashion. But don't, like, strive your whole life to only get money, is the way I like to put it. Anyway, Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally! I'm getting all anxious and waiting, so hurry up, will you? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribulations. Where then did the medicine disappear to? You're too cool, pal!
Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence?
I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself.
Order, order. Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that?
Huh. That's all. What? Read to the court the name of the clinic in the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New ear otolaryngological clinic. Otolaryngological. Ah, my English degree is failing me right now.
What kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot?
Ah, that's another coffee. Otolaryngological. Got it. Is a medical specifically was focused on the ears, nose, and throat. Figured. Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. Basically for ears. Got it.
A war wound?
The day before the incident, Mr. Ileg found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum?
Then what in the world was his prescription he was given?
It was a cream that was to be applied to topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. What? Pneumonal ultra microscopic ecovolcanosis. It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found the traces of the medication in the victim's left ear.
Yes, here it is, in very, very fine print.
It seems Mr. Leg correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Très Bien. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. Ugh.
It seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all.
No!
Nick, if you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over.
She's right. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Why would he apply it right away? And why would he only have medication for one dose? Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seems Mr. Leg correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Très Bien. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime?
But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal.
Objection, please. What do I got in the records? Nothing useful, I'll say that. That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. Triple objection! It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did! The possibility is undeniable!
That's enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot?
I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant the day of the murder. Victor Kudo? Pigeonator?
Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me.
Yay! Good job, Nick.
The courts will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness.
I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Wait, does that mean he's been drinking 11 cups of cups of coffee so far then?
That was close.
Tell me about it. I nearly died in there.
That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die in it a little bit. Looks like we're all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How can he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me, but he totally set me up.
I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right?
It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. It felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach.
Maniacal, I'm going to slap you.
I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again.
Poor Gumshoe.
So the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right?
Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds.
I bet he's going to be real stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know. Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you going to be able to handle him, Nick?
Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me. Even those never-ending bird seeds. Oh my god, can we have a sprite of Phoenix covered in bird seed? I would love that.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please.
The prosecution calls a lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Name and occupation, if you don't mind.
Today's Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me.
Mind you, I can be quite emotional at times, too. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation.
My occupation? Listen, youngin', how much call do you think? What?
How much call? I don't get it.
How much call do you think there is for kimono embroidery here?
Oh, how much call, as in how much people are asking for. Okay, I get it. Kimono embroidery?
That's what I do. Or did back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he could embroider my costume sometime.
Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint. Pretending to smile. Can you imagine seeing this face behind a cash register at your Burger King? That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen.
Now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident?
Oh, yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Java Cheeto.
Seeds?
What do you think these are?
I see.
So you saw everything that happened, Gramps?
Did I?
Oh, yes, I did. I saw it all. Then please, tell the court. We're all ears.
Sure, I'll tell you every last detail.
He's really getting into this. Are you even allowed to have snacks in a courtroom? Nope.
A young man was reading the sports paper. A servant girl brought him a Java Cheeto before she put something in it. It took 1 step of it and it looked like he was in terrible pain and then collapsed. That's the serving girl, right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
I'm sure you do remember her. At least from the legs down.
Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress.
Cal, you're as bad as the rest of them. Oh, these newfangled words. What's wrong with old-fashioned ones?
I mean, to be fair, we do repurpose old-fashioned words into new words. It's cool.
Newfangled?
All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you.
Excuse me.
Listen to me, everyone.
How old is the judge again? I'm legitimately curious if he's actually younger than Victor Kudo. Sir, she was Poggy. Please describe her as such. He out-old man the judge.
Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away.
Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Young man was reading the sports paper. We have a minimum age for him. What is the minimum age for him? So you saw the victim then. You saw Mr. Glenn LG?
I wanted to know if Gustin Braun retained his championship or not.
1971 birth year or earlier. Huh. Yo, Kojin, how you doing? No worries, dude. Good to see you drop by. You know, you can freely lurk or do whatever you want, though. Which would put him at 47 or older. Wow. I guess he looks good for his age? Sure, let's go with that. So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And at the location in question. Bye, Kojin. Have fun with whatever you're doing. There are partitions between the tables on the same side of the restaurant. Wait a second. Yeah, I was about to say, the partition is up here. Between the tables on the same side of the restaurant, right?
So what if there are?
If you say that you could see the victim, that means you were sitting at a table on the other side of the restaurant, right?
Yeah. I go to that place to drink Javachino. I don't gotta sit. I don't remember which table I was sitting at.
You mean you go there to eye the waitress?
A serving girl brought me a Javachino.
Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw?
Victor Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T and cross every I.
Mm-hmm. I see.
My eyesight's fine. The doctor says I only need spectacles for reading and driving.
I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out a waitress.
And I saw what the serving girl put into the Javachino as well.
I bet I know what's coming up, and something tells me I'm not gonna like it. Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put in the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask that the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony.
I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please?
Sure. There's no questioning about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there.
Did she really put that into the coffee?
Doubt me, boy? She took out some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in.
Couldn't she have been adding sugar?
Sugar! In a small brown bottle like that?
I don't know. I've seen small bottles contain sugar before.
Like that? Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms?
Huh. A bottle like this, perhaps?
Ah, there it is. That's the one.
That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume?
So what did the accused put in the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? Ugh. Man took one sip of it and looked like it was a terrible pain and then collapsed. He took just one sip?
You youngins, you waste everything. Those Chavachinos cost $18!
Hey, wait, 18.
$8!
I tacked on another 10 by accident. Whoops.
In the good old days, we would have drank every last drop, even the cup, and then died.
God, I love Ace Attorney games. Congratulations, you have earned the title of battiest man to grace a courtroom. So it was an immediate death. Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose that is possible. I mean, to be fair, maybe the coffee was just really bad and he just keeled over.
Ah, yes, he slumped over without so much as a twitch. Felt the Javachino I just drank turned sour in my stomach.
Oh yes, I know that feeling.
And the waitress, I presume she...
That's the serving girl right there in the defense chair. I remember her well.
You said I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you... Oh boy, okay. Okay, how bad is this going to get here? I'm taking bets.
Particular features? It's a disgrace, that's what it is.
You bet an alligator. All right, we got an alligator. Sorry?
You can see all the way up to her. You know, she's practically naked in that uniform.
Yeah, I figured. So, you're gonna be lurking while playing Dragon Quest XI. Yeah, no worries, Fenrold. Lurk away. So, the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit. But anyone could wear just an outfit uniform, even me.
Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image.
No, please. Bring up an image of Phoenix in a waitress outfit. I need to know. Can you show me? Can you show me this image I want to see? Don't get all excited, Nick. You've got to keep yourself together. I guess I got a bit carried away. It exists? Good.
Ha! There are things I recognize about her too.
Nick and Edgy in the outfit? Perfect. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not.
Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these are the features that you recognize about the defendant.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's beautiful. It's... I've never seen something so majestic. I love it. Perfect couple. There's more art than that, and the people have even cosplayed it. Nice.
I would ask you to add them to your testimony.
Sure.
There was a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose. Wait, what? I forgot that she had a ribbon. I legitimately forgot she had a ribbon. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. What about the most crucial detail of all? Her face. Why is the old man Iago? I just did a generic old man voice that wasn't the judges. That's my first thought. Yo, Paper Star, how you doing, man? Oh, wait a second. Are those actually? Oh my God. Liam got animated emotes now? That's awesome. I love that. I love those bongo furrets. It's so cute. Kah, as if I wouldn't remember that. The witness knows the straps on the leg.
Do you know what's funnier than 22? 23.
Thank you so much for the 23 months, Lake. Thank you so much for your support, dude. Ooh, I like the Technicolor clock. That's actually really nice. I also really like the Liam gasp. That is a good one. The witness wrong voice. The witness knows the straps on the accursed accused's apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. That's right. I can't even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow. Ask about the waitress's back! Okay, you know what? Just for the sake of humor, why not? Identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all? Oh, wait, this was a lot more innocent than I thought. Get up onto the waitress back.
Objection.
Ha! He's got you there, Grabs. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. I accidentally did a good, and here I thought I was going more silly with this. Whoops. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment! I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw. I did mean myself in the correct answer. That kind of happens to me a lot, let's be real.
Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony.
Sure. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. If I can't find a hole in it soon, it's going to get even longer, I bet. There wasn't anything that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front. Wow! Rude! You didn't find anything to be distinct, but you did clearly see the witness's face, yes? No, wait, witnesses? Don't you mean defendant's face? Yeah, shouldn't he have said defendant's face? No question about it! I didn't come this far to back down now. Victor Kudo never backs down. That's not the answer I was looking for, but okay. This has turned into a matter of pride for old Seedy now, I guess. I wonder if he really did see Maggie's face or not. Like I thought, we need some concrete proof of this. Proof that this old man didn't see the waitress clearly from the front. Do you think old Seedy really saw Maggie do it? Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there. But
He was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress.
I guess. She makes a good point, though.
Hey, did I just say something clever?
I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw really was Maggie. Okay, I get it. I get the hints game. I know. I also realized the answer already. Whoops. I mashed a little too hard there. There was a ribbon, blah, blah. Nope, that part. Anything that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front. Uh-huh. Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. God, that filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I have. Wait a second. You have a grandson? Do you still have a wife? Oh, okay, you are. If your wife is still alive, you are suddenly shooting even higher on my hate list. Of course I haven't. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Well, you have witted clot. What? What is it? Ever since I said you half-witted clot, there's an eerie silence in here. Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. How many times we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Oh, hey, Caesar, how you doing? And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means if you had really seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front. Oops.
What's this? You can't just oops your way out of this.
Huh. Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Do I need another cup of coffee for this? Listen, Trite, here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress at the restaurant.
That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird.
Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison in the coffee cup, this old man was watching.
I suppose you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing.
Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps. You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what a burger customer wanted. He can't remember. Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out.
Very well, let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim.
He was another of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand and a noisy brat kept rustling his pages. The young man was listening to the wireless, I remember that well. And the serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. Wow, that's actually fairly detailed.
The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail.
Ah, yes, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything. How are we going to handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose, but It's what I do best. It's not like we ever shown any respect to our elders anyway. Considering how many times we make fun of the judge. He was another one of those pesky young types wearing blah blah blah. Spectacles? Dark glasses to you. One of the lenses was green, but the other was broken. You fangled rubbish. That's why I remembered him so well. He did have some kind of lens over his left eye. You know, being able to see power levels and all that. I wonder what the power level of Phoenix would be. I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. More like a scouter.
He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Goto's sharp appearance.
We better come up with something sharp and quick. Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. A newspaper was a sports paper, was it? Yeah, but Phoenix is able to fight like some of the most powerful superheroes in Marvel. I'm just saying. That young hooligan! I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting? How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that wrestling going on? I need to find out if Gustin Braun retained his championship title! It was his paper, not yours. If you want to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own? Why you looking at me like that for, Ow! Gustin Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway... A young man was listening to wireless. I remember it that well. The wireless? That decadent young rascal! In my day, it was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless. Oh boy. And using an earpiece. It's selfish, that's what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it. Was he that desperate to listen to radio? Why you look at me like that for? How dare you feel sorry for me? Ow. Ow. Serving girl in question brought over to Javachino. You mean the waitress who you only saw from behind, right? You're one of those, aren't you? You never let anything go, isn't that right? Maybe. What does it matter if I saw her from the front or from behind? I better not push it until I got some hard evidence. Little Fidget picked up the coffee with his free hand and took a sip. I feel like that's probably the most relevant thing here. Is free hand? Yeah. Which hand was that? Weren't you listening before, cloth ears? I said he was rustling the paper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't his right hand, then ow. Well, Godot's having fun. I mean, this game just really likes pelting Phoenix with food. I'm just saying. Implying that Kudo here is going to kill him if he gets something wrong. Old people. Perhaps the great Mr. Trite has 3 hands. Yeesh, I was only asking. No need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. Whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That his old man's memory is more holes than a slice of Swiss. I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere. Yeah, I know, game. Anything will do, even the smallest detail. Okay, do I have anything that can prove which coffee cup he was drinking from? Unfortunately, you can't really tell which hand he was drinking from. No. Unrelated. If only if we knew if he was left-handed or right-handed. That would be nice. Maybe we can get some info from here? His left eardrum ruptured the day before the incident. What's the autopsy detail? I don't think it pertains to this part, at least. Hang on. Autopsy report. Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. That's it. I can't even examine it. Broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and a noisy brat kept rustling its pages. Young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Then serving girl question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. This being tricky, you really gotta pay attention to all the evidence pieces. Okay, obviously I gotta present the attorney badge because, you know, our badge appears in literally every single case. As well as the Magatama. Article from December 5th says I was trounced and my client was found guilty. Unrelated. Sports paper left by the victim. Doodle is in the victim's handwriting. Again, we have no idea which hand he was doodling with. That's the problem. Like, we don't know if he doodles with his left or right hand. Picked up from a bench in Vitamin Square, thrown away by the victim. Unrelated. Trey's Bien lunch special. Cost $20 despite how unbelievably bad it tastes. Unrelated. John's loan contract. $500,000. Unrelated. Written by my phony. The wheel guard is all smashed up. Unrelated. Died of potassium poisoning. Blueprints. Okay. So, if we think about it, obviously the victim was sitting right here in this seat. That means Victor Kudo was sitting over here. That means he would only be able to see his earpiece from the left side. He would be able to see the newspaper in his right hand, so that's not the problem there. His earpiece is in his left... Wait a second! I just realized something! His left eardrum was ruptured. Wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He was listening to the wireless. Wait. Was it, where did he listen to it again? Hang on a second. Wireless. Ticket Rascal, read the paper, listen to wireless. Using an earpiece. Yeah, where was the earpiece? Was it in his left ear or was it in his right ear? That's the important part. Okay, we don't know which earpiece it was. Photo of the crime scene. The scouter is not a radio. Okay, got it. Unrelated then. I can't tell which hand that is. Like, is that his right hand or is that his left hand? I think that's his right hand. It's really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. The coffee... Oh! Wait a second! There we go. I just got it. The handle's on the right. It was in his right hand. Boom. With his free hand and took a sip. There we go. Oh wait, I pressed the wrong button! I pressed it early. Oops. You know, let it be known. I may be smart, but my fingers are stupid. Slowly now. There we go. Engage brain before fingers. Yes, please. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? Drift, you could have saved the day. I know, right? The drift would have helped there, actually. That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory. I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you, nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song. Here to tell us where this is going, Miss Trite? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. Cow, what is this, kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this.
That's the cup the victim used, correct?
Yes, and on the rim you notice a mark left by the victim's lips.
Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee.
If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. Yo, welcome back to the tea shop, Twy. Was the coffee also $8? You said you eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Ah!
Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he gave—
Wait! As it should be. If you think I'm gonna stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong! I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw.
You still insist on your testimony? That young brat—
That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question. I'm a good, law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hotbot and you spiky-haired yahoo who are at fault. Who, me?
Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already.
Don't call me old man! Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say! You want to change your name to Dead Young Hotbot? No, don't. But do it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but—
Sure, why not hear a little more?
Mr. Kudo!
But this is my 16th cup of coffee, so this is your final stand. Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor. Again, why are we allowing this to go on? You know, see, Sword, that poem is perfect. I would suggest one small change though. Change roses to noses. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens. Well, we already figured out the problem here. I figured this out earlier. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. It says so it's super easy now. Yeah. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye.
It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers.
Monitor? You mean like a television screen?
The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work. HD, TV, DVD, CD, Blu-ray. All these newfangled letters drive me mad. But they don't matter. I know what I saw and I'm telling the truth. This testimony is so bad there are 2 correct answers and they work on every statement. Nice! It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying. No, but he's being an idiot. And those are the facts in good old black and white. Do I even need to press this? I really don't. That being said, though, we might get good dialogue out of it, so why not? So the victim was wearing the HMD. HD, TV, CD, DVD, what does it matter? It was none of them, actually, but anyway. And you're sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side? No question, I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I figured as such. Yeah, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. Yeah, I know. From the opposite side of the table, you only have a view of the side of the victim's head. This is really only for people who don't already know this stuff. You get fiddling with it all the time. It seems you kept an eye on Mr. Glenn Eleg. L-G, whatever. He was getting on my nerves. Rustling that newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then he went and made all that fuss dying with from one sip of Javachino. I wanted to say to him, calm down, you young brat. Just look at him made me suddenly speed up my seed eating. I could have choked. So I take it the victim was a walking ball of nerves and of nervous energy. The earpiece you mentioned, which hand did the victim touch with it? You're one of those people, aren't you? You're the type that uses your left hand to get things out of your right pocket. Or fastens your left cup with your right hand. And when the tour guide says, on your right, you'll see the famous blah, blah. You're the only one who deliberately looks left. Well, aren't you? I do that sometimes, yes. No, I didn't mean... Obviously, he used his hand on the same side as his body that the earpiece was in. Ow, ow, ow. So if he had the HMD on his left side, then it was his left hand, I guess. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. You seem very very sure of yourself, Mr. Kudo. That's because I know what I saw, no matter what tricks you try to play on me. It looks like you really did see the guy picking up the cup with his left hand. Uh-huh. This is a dead end. I like making Phoenix purposely be stupid. It's fun. Well, Nick, what do you think? I think the guy's telling the truth. Uh-huh. But even so, something's not quite right. I wonder. And chuck evidence at him until he breaks. But if he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradictions in his testimony, right? Okay, well... I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but... Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations about the victim. What? You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. The medication bag also would have been correct. Okay, good to know. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear. Because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Look at this badge. Every time I get Sag. Is that true, Captain? It is. Pigeon! Pretty pigeon!
Order! Order! Order!
This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot?
A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk.
Captain, are you calling me a drip? He has no drip.
This is the victim's coffee cup in which a potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows the victim picked it up with his right hand.
I'll never back down. I know I'm right. The lad drank his Javachino with his left hand.
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand and then switched to his left.
That's what the old man saw. Impossible! The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Objection.
Up, there's coffee 17.
Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. Leg drank the poisoned coffee. Like this.
Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash? Oh, sorry, I think Burmside stepped away, so hang on. There we go. Point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless.
I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I'm satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce.
Did you have to be so frank? Think that your bum is on fogey?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, you can't reach me from there. I'm ordering the defense and prosecution to investigate this case further.
Oh wow, this was the fastest first day trial I ever had. I've only been at this for like 2 hours.
That is all for now. This court is adjourned.
I don't want to end the stream. Oh, never mind. Wait!
If we stop now, where does that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Kudo?
Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. How's your bad memory my fault?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do.
I kept my mouth shut until now. But there's something else the court should know.
What? There's more?
Be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark!
Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun.
Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown?
The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook.
Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee.
What have you got to lose, Captain?
I'll give you all the Javachino you want if you come to my house after the trial.
I do not want to go to this old man's house. It's probably going to smell of fish or something.
I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man!
That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony.
You bet! Much, much quicker.
Oh god, my throat is dying. I need a drink of water. Let it be known that I am not killing myself to stream for y'all.
I can't believe this is happening.
You better get ready, youngster. I get the picture. Just quick throwing those seeds at me, would you? I probably should have picked an easier voice for this man. He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds of his. Oh no, he's probably wearing a bandana like Snake does. You know, infinite ammo.
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young man slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and the strip of cloth covered the table. The strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down.
Oh god, my throat. I really can't do that voice anymore. I'm actually killing it. How does Gilbert Gottfried talk like that all the time? Yeesh.
Is that all?
Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. Eh? You doubting me again? You're doubting a poor, defenseless old man.
No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
Years of practice? God, I wish I had years of practice.
Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick?
Yeah, so what, probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy.
You're a bird brain, that's all you can think of.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please.
Honestly, this might actually be relevant. Because, isn't the table not stained here? Yeah, this is, yeah, that vase looks completely knocked over. Wouldn't you guys agree, everyone? What is this case right now, I swear? The court generally prefers it if witnesses are sure of themselves, Mr. Kudo. They just rewound time on it. Oh snap, I didn't realize we were playing Three Houses.
Noisy brat. I'm warning you, I'm more savage than a macho man right now. You won't beat me with this testimony. This is the final battle.
Ow, ow. He's chugging those seeds harder than ever. I better be careful. He cleaned it in his afterlife.
Bites in the store.
Come on, Nick, nail him. I don't want to come anywhere near nailing him, thank you, Maya. Young man slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip. The camera has a vase filter! The court has already heard that testimony, Mr. Kudo.
I know that, I was just setting the mood. How else am I supposed to build up the suspense,
The suspense?
Yes, now, what do you think? Should I work the audience a bit more?
No, please continue, Mr. Kudo, as quickly as possible.
Alright, now where was I? Ah, yes. The young boy slumped over the table and...
Clumsy idiot upset the vase, he knocked it right over. A vase, you say?
Yes, there are vases on all the tables in that place. There are accidents waiting to happen. They're practically begging to be knocked over.
Well, right about there being vases, I do remember seeing them too. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there. And you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase.
Well, it's hard to say. It's a bit unclear. How do you really define...
Okay, I get it.
I heard it break, and the sight of it is burned in my memory as clear as day.
It broke and the strip of cloth covered the table got completely soaked. You know the weird thing is? I actually do believe him. I think he did actually witness something strange, but it got rewound for some reason. And I am wondering why that's the case. Either that or he's actually full of shit, but you know, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Soaked in water, you mean? Yes, it splashed me on the knee as well. He's being a little descriptive about this, which is why it's so strange that he's wrong. It feels like, I don't know, it's so strange. You said you were sitting at a table across the room from the victim, correct? And yet the water still managed to splash onto you? It was cold. I clearly remember it splashing me. Could the water really make it all the way across the other side of the room? How about that? Turn things upside down, You mean the vase on the victim's table falling upside down and breaking? I do think he might be pulling a Larry Butts. That is correct. The vase turned upside down and my testimony turning this case upside down. It's a joke. I just wanted everyone to hear it. What do you think, Captain? I'm impressed by your ability to waste time. Cadeau hasn't raised any objections for a while now. So, you young show-off? Well, that scrap of information, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. If I lose this one, I'll take it like a man and admit defeat. Sure you will. He's really giving you the evil eye, Maya. It's you he's looking at, Nick, not me. It's like he's saying, I triple dog dare you to find a contradiction, youngin'. I guess I'll just have to rise to the challenge then. They are both perverted and unlikable. Just think, someone out there has Victor Kudo as their favorite character. You know, the fact that there are people who say Wendy Oldbag is their favorite character exists, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, easy contradiction is easy, I guess. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. So what? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Huh? Lost your tongue, Granddad? I'm no granddad of yours, hopscotch! Ow! Ow!
Enough! If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night!
Ah!
What is it now?
I just remembered something. Are you serious? Get this man out of here. Yes, go on. Why are you humoring him, Phoenix?
A broken vase. It was on my tape.
Oh my god.
What? Ah, well, you see. It startled me when that young lad collapsed. So I stood up, and that must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean.
The vase on your table?
Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked.
I do not need to hear about Victor Kudo's groin. Thank you, game.
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today.
I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all?
Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Ah, wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh, yes, I remember something else.
Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom.
Wait, listen to me! Thank God I don't have to do his voice anymore. Ah!
Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked. And I'm still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are 2 disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far.
The mark on the coffee cup in that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece which was inserted in his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear.
Wow, Nick, you did it!
I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's one more thing before I call today's session to an end.
One more thing, Your Honor?
The witness we just heard from. He's most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement.
Oh, is it also a haiku? Okay.
You may each have a copy of it if you wish.
Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that.
Kiddo's really mad, huh?
Yeah, I would be too.
Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies, my own, yours, and Mr. Godot's.
Yes, Your Honor. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. You know, just the fact that we got this added into the court record, something tells me this is actually going to be relevant later. I'm sorry? I'm sorry. That's not even 5 syllables. What the heck? How is this supposed to be a haiku with only 3 syllables? Or like a 5-year-old's apology.
What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Oh boy. Mr. Armstrong, I broke your grill. I'm sorry. Okay. I have a quick question for chat. How long is the investigation after this? It does play out to be a 575 syllable count if I counted right. Does it? Hang on. I'll probably check later, but typical length. Shouldn't be too long, hopefully. Pretty long. There are a lot new revelations. I've only been streaming for 2 hours and 23 minutes is the problem. It can be long if you get turned around. Yeah, I really like it when I have a consistent chat. That'd be nice. I don't remember the length of the stuff well. Sorry, I broke your vase, Limit. You broke my vase? You broke my vase? You broke my vase! I mean, I guess it depends on how much you want us to streamline things. You remember this one being somewhat long. See, the thing is, I'm worried that we're going to get to a case where it takes too long or too short. A 6-hour stream, let's go. On the plus side, you can also save/quit whenever you like, so you can stop mid-investigation if I want. That is true. Have a good night, Storm. Decisions. I'm gonna do a bit of the investigation at the very least. So, sure, why not? Yeah, we'll stop mid-investigation then. I'm just glad I don't have to do Victor's voice anymore. My god, that was actually ruining my throat there.
So, how do you think the trial went this morning?
How do you think it went?
It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances.
Yeah, I guess they did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee.
All we know is what old man Mr. Kudo saw. The apron, straps, and the ribbon.
And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured.
Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis.
Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh?
Yeah, we gotta find one for Maggie or she's going to have a terminal case of guilty.
Why do you have to look so happy about that, Maya? Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start.
Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first.
I guess we could try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use.
Yeah, that's true.
And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to this case has got to be at Très Bien.
Well then, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing too.
So, anything on your mind?
Actually, there is something. I was wondering about Zine Ehop. You know, like what he's like and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about that guy. Who I completely forgot to cover in the recap. And looks actually terrifying, my god. This is a long one. Oh boy, maybe we should actually cut this short soon then. Eh, I could go at least another hour. We'll go from there. I oughta beat you so hard it'll feel like you're Oh right, I forgot, I gave him a Joey Wheeler voice.
I oughta beat you so hard it'll feel like you was smooching the express train. Hey! I'm the godfather of games, capiche? Phoenix Wright used to say you, Phoenix Wright. Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only.
I saw it for 30 seconds at most, yeah. Actually, I learned a little something about my doppelganger.
Huh? You did? What'd you find out?
Oh, yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Fanione. Don Fanione. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. What's that guy's story anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? Well, let's see now. How about we head over to detention center and see what Maggie's up to? You know, aside being arrested and all that. I guess Maggie's still in questioning.
But we got questions to ask her too. Maggie!
Honey.
Yo, Shadow, thank you so much for 52 bits. Appreciate it, dude. Fun fact, in the English dub of the anime, Zen Ehop is voiced by Sam Riegel, who voices Phoenix, and oh my god! That's hilarious! That's amazing! Why couldn't they actually keep Sam Riegel as actual Phoenix, though? Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. Well, I guess we can try going to criminal affairs real fast to see what Gumshoe has to say about all this. Oh, Gumshoe, your favorite lawyer is here. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow. I never watched the dub or the sub, actually, for that anime. I think I only watched, like... Actually, no, I watched the sub. I think I watched, like, 2 episodes before I gave up on it. You think? Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Call in the officers for the briefing, quick! Did you shut down the station server? Chief, quit playing on the internet! But my email pen pal, lead Asian princess. That's a name. Save it for later. I'm turning it off now. No, lead Asian princess.
Shaking my head.
Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh?
The fact that you read that without any issue. Believe me, if I really wanted to, I would have read it out accurately to its spelling. Keeping busy, more like panicking if you ask me. It's pretty outdated for 2018. Something's going on. Something big. This must be the chief of detectives here. He looks lost now that the power to his computer has been cut. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, you could just write up some reports. Just a suggestion. Dear lead Asian princess, how are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night? Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send in my resume and become chief. If only you can be a police chief that easily, Maya. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Even pickpockets can have their pockets picked. That's a keeper. Better go with something that doesn't sound too much like a slogan. You must be coming up with slogans for a crime prevention campaign. But I'm not sure even he knows what kind of crime he's trying to prevent. I mean, he's trying to prevent time crimes. He does look like David Tennant after all. Watch 2 episodes of dubbed and want to watch it since you finished the trilogy. That's fair. How did they ever cover Apollo Justice in the anime out of curiosity? Empty, as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it? Come on, come on, come on. Hey, that sounds like... Now just call it an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up about something. No, that's the wrong number. Ugh, looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio?
Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here.
First season was first 2 games. Season 2 was... The entirety of Season 2 was Trials and Tribulations? How long is this game? 2-1 was moved to Season 2. Weird, but okay. I guess it's probably because of Maggie's connection to it.
There he is, and he's having the twin tea set.
What can I say? Well, Gumshoe. Wait a second! Gumshoe, why would you order that? You're poor! That thing's way above your pay grade. This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal?
You really drove her into a corner, you know.
I always blow up for my testimony. Why of all days didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it for once.
Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese? Would you have preferred crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything about you? About me, I mean?
Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. I mean it. I never want to see him again.
Gumshoe was so desperate and he wanted to treat himself. And he didn't know how bad the food here was. Oh, Gumshoe, no.
Something like that. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean...
Why? Why is this happening to me?
He's banging his head against the wall, Nick.
Oh man, poor Gumshoe.
So, did you like the twin tea set?
I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous my hands were shaking.
So, how did it taste?
Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Let it be known, Gumshoe has no taste buds.
Delicate?
You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you?
What's the matter with him?
Looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. And I just realized. It's bad. That's it. It tasted bad. Never mind. Gumshoe does have taste. He's just got a tiny brain. It's just kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you paid 20 bucks for it, you know? No, believe me. I paid $20 for overpriced food before. I freely admitted when they were bad. I just made it known to myself I'm never ordering from there again.
Maybe you should have figured out about the price after you had finished eating. Hey, Nick, maybe that's why Glenn Eleg came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce twin tea set.
Let me say for the record, Gumshoe too stupid to remember the word bad. More like he was in denial, but yeah. If by fierce you mean fearsome, speaking of Glenn Eleg, I meant elite, LG, whatever. That reminds me, we still hardly know anything about the guy.
Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? So, what were you all excited about earlier?
Huh? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited.
Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell little old me. What were you listening to?
Nothing, really. It was just the, daily exercise show. I think it's pretty obvious that Gumshoe was listening to lottery numbers. And to be frank, I don't really blame him. Man, this lunch special lobster sure is great.
And why are there tears in your eyes?
All right, Gumshoe. Let it all out. You can be honest with us. All right, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you've made a big deal out of it, I'm not gonna tell you. You know what? Considering how often that happens to me, I would be doing the exact same thing Gumshoe would. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it's related to... I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you tried to win big just like Glenn Eleg did, LG did. It's like you can see right through me! Huh? I cracked him already? See, pal? That's why I said it was nothing. That was such a pointless unlock. What was even the point of that? I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. When has Gumshoe have ever been lucky?
What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how'd it go?
I won 50 cents. It'd be better to win nothing at all than have a lousy buck. I'm so mad! Compared to Maggie, he's lucky? At least he's never been put on trial. There's that. So I guess he should be thankful for that.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
How about the same kind of tickets, Mr. LG, see? And they got this special radio show that they announced the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal. Oh yeah, right! Didn't Gumshoe get hit by a car? Oh, I completely forgot that he tanked a car. Yeah, that would be pretty lucky. You're not wrong about that, Woot. But that's what Mr. LG was listening to on the day he was killed. Yeah, he got into a car crash. Oh boy. We were even on the phone when that happened too. Maybe I do remember more about Justice for All than I remember. Yeah, what time is it now? It's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? He crashed the car on his own and survived. That's what happened, right? Yeah, look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your entire life every Monday at 1:30 p.m. Well, that's going to be relevant later. Especially considering, you know, the autopsy report.
Millionaire radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick.
Then buy a ticket, Maya. With your own money. Alright, let's see if we can get some info about Glenn out of you. This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked.
What happened when he crashes, though? Does he just suddenly stop moving all of a sudden?
I do not like talking about crashes lately. He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun?
Fun? Oh, I know! So have you paid a visit to where Mr. LG worked yet? You might as well.
His workplace? Where's that?
A computer firm called Blue Screens. I am so tired about talking about blue screens. Can we please move on from this case already? It is giving me so much stress right now. Y'all have no idea how much how worried I am about the fact that my stream might randomly blue screen out of nowhere.
Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go.
Computers aren't really my thing, Maya.
We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff.
I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. Computer firm called Blue Screen. I am so sick of that. Alright, let's drop by the kitchen.
Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone.
Hi.
I'll be back next month.
Oui, naturellement. I will be waiting for you.
If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here.
Oh. Really? Is she a debt collector? No, and I will have everything ready, I promise.
I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles.
Is it bad? I'm kind of into this. No, stop it, I beg you.
Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you.
Also, this girl reminds me of Celeste.
Mom! Maze, no! This is not necessary! You can trust me, mademoiselle! Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart.
Like the strawberry? Yes, like the strawberry. No, not the strawberry, Celeste! Oh, Non, you do not have to worry. You know, you worry far too much.
Maybe this will help you relax. It is the oil of sandalwood.
The one from Danganronpa.
I do love raw meat from time to time.
I'm into it.
I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye. For now.
Oh, I have the shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become a nervous wreck. I definitely don't need fan art of that. Oh god, okay, we're done here. We're going to go swap over to Smash. Ugh.
Ooh la la! Excusez-moi, monsieur.
My eyes! My eyes!
Your eyes? If you have trouble with seeing your eyes, you need this.
I am not rubbing freaking oil in my eyes. Why Smash when you have that Nickelodeon game? Oh, dude, I'm so excited for that. I can't wait to play as my favorite character, Tommy Pickles. I'll be right back, everyone. I need a drink of water. I'm back. So, honestly, I think the best part about the new Nickelodeon Smash game is the fact that people are making all kinds of amazing jokes about it. And the fact that the game actually has rollback. I love that a freaking licensed game like a Nickelodeon game like that somehow has rollback, but Smash doesn't. It is depressing.
Your eyes. If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this oil sandalwood.
Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong?
Non, you are right, monsieur. Perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, non? That way, I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you a la dish supreme.
Putting on a brave face, huh?
That's what girls do, Nick. But you are right. Business is difficult these days. Perhaps the name is the problem. People do not understand it. They think it is Trey. I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive.
But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays?
Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry.
Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya?
But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to la finale. No one will take it from me.
So, who was that woman you were just talking to?
Ooh la la, you saw that? Ah, well, yes.
Oh, wait, sorry. Well, yeah, sorry.
So, who was she? She looks so polite and graceful.
And you know, totally not dead inside. There was a Trey Bien flyer in Rise from the Ashes. Yeah, I think someone actually brought that up last stream.
Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and fires, right?
And then threatened arson. Oh yeah, totally. Now that I think about it, hey Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having.
You think so? Well, then let's show him that piece of evidence and see what happens.
Wow, the game really is spelling out what I need to do here. Alright.
So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. They keep harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? Oh, mais bien, sir. If I did not owe them the money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied.
Please, what did you agree to help them with?
None. I cannot say. If I told you that woman, she would have sliced me up.
Ah, please. What's the worst that can happen? You're muscly. You have strength on your side, right?
And eats me with less salad garnish.
Ew. I hope he doesn't mean that he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish.
I'm gonna guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract, am I right? Oh! Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. The woman who was here earlier, I take it...
Oh, wait, that was Phoenix. The woman who was here earlier, I take it that she's,
Why has it come to this? What a tragedy! Suddenly I find myself so deep in debt. It is a sign of the bad world we live in. Oh.
No, I say it's more of a sign of a bad culinary skills.
The woman who was here, she's a scary woman. She is from the loan company. Loan office.
Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Who would even agree to lend out that amount of money to a failing business like this?
Tender lender it is called. Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10.
$10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend? Stipend? I'd never seen that word before. Stipend, Maya.
Hey, I get a bit more than that, thank you very much.
So, tender lender is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh?
I wonder if they got anything to do with this case.
Stipend. Oh, stipend. Okay. I actually have heard that word before then.
I am a weak woman.
Wait. So, does Armstrong identify as male or female then? I am very confused now. Either way, LGBT stereotypes, yay! Yes.
When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning me the money, I have to pay back $500,000 now.
Could be gender fluid. That is true. Still not an accurate depiction of gender fluid, but I'm just saying.
I am like his slave. I have to do everything that he tells me.
Imagine Key and Kill as Pyramid. Okay, I feel better now.
Who is this he? The tiger. The tiger? He is the manager of the tender lender, a terrifying man, la big city mobster.
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry.
Gee, I think I finally figured out who the murderer is. Not like the case gave it away at the very beginning of the game, very beginning of this case. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter, eh?
Does this guy resemble me by chance?
Oh, no.
This man is a presence, a most formidable personality. Although, he does have less spiky hair, just like you.
Totally no evidence. Yeah, I can't possibly figure out who did it.
There is a resemblance there, I suppose.
Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all.
If you want to visit the tender lender, it is just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey, Nick, if you need money, I can loan you some. As long as it's less than $3.
Thanks for the offer.
Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh?
Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We got a big meeting starting in a bit.
About Maggie's case, you mean?
No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside.
Okay, well, see you later then.
Bye! Gumshoe? You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I kinda got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kinda hoping you'd give this to her for...
Aw, Gumshoe! Did you make that yourself? What is it?
It's a lunchbox. I got her early so I could make... Aww! Aww! My heart is melting, everyone!
That's so cute!
I've been real worried about her. She looked like she lost a lot of... Ah! Gumshoe! My heart! Oh my god! Ah! So precious! It's actually adorable!
Detective Gumshoe? How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on earth who could down this much meat.
You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough their tender juiciness. So you give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please say you will. I can't exactly say no, can I? A tenderly handmade lunchbox fills the stomach with love and plenty of weenies. I'm suddenly craving a hot dog. How does Gumshoe afford to make that lunchbox when he can't even afford instant ramen? Those probably are canned weenies, if I were to wager a guess. Those don't cost too much, right?
Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry.
Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. She was so dang earnest. It's finally gone. Alright, we could go to the detention center and drop that off real quick. Sure, why not? Never mind, she's still being questioned. I guess we'll head over to Vitamin Square for now. Oh boy, I wonder who we just are about to come across.
I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you?
He went back to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway. At least Not for now. Besides, any more C's today, I'm liable to turn into a real Phoenix.
Hey, check this out.
I wouldn't get too close to that if I were you. Otherwise, you might be in for a shock. My phony must be lurking someplace nearby. Just imagine! A tiger, loose in the city.
Meanwhile, the real Phoenix is like an abandoned chick, lost in a vast urban jungle.
Huh?
Don't worry, someday you'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope.
Why is he trying to pep talk me into becoming my phony? Alright, I guess we're not going to get any info out of this, so, we're out of here. Off to Tender Lender we go, or... Yeah, screw it, Tender Lender. Win through compromise.
This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it?
Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Talk about a creepy voice. It makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. Oh, hey.
You're here to discuss a loan?
No, not exactly.
The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone! Just like that!
Did she, like, phase through the wall or something? I guess we'll just have to come back another time.
But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick! This place reeks of suspicion! Come on, Nick! Let's take a look around, okay?
Please do not rob from a mobster. I would most greatly appreciate you not stealing stuff from a mobster, Maya. You think it'd be okay?
Of course! No one will ever know! Coffee? Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly.
Yes, thank you.
Do not touch the desk, please.
You know, I can actually see her as a discount Nico Robin Woot.
Nick, let's get out of here.
Now she wants to get out of here? There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can hear it.
The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee?
Ah! Yes, thanks, it was lovely!
So, you drank it all?
Did we just poison ourselves?
If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup.
That coffee! It was laced with something! I am almost sure of it!
Nick, my stomach, it's killing me!
Oh! Yep! Here we go! A mobster's possessions? I'll steal them! No one will ever know!
Oh, wait, maybe it's just the burger I ate for breakfast.
I sure hope so. God, this case is making me hungry. I want to go get dinner. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the?
What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger?
Did I not eat? Define eat. If you're asking if I ever ate in my entire life, yes, I've eaten in my entire life. If you're asking if I ate this month, yes, I did. If you're asking if I ate this week, I did. If you're asking if I ate yesterday, yes. If you asked if I ate today, I mean, that goes without saying, right? Right? Don't you all in Lindsay's me?
Go eat.
I'm fine. I can listen. I got 18 minutes in me. I can finish. Give a round smash fact about this game. Let's see now. Unlike this game.
Eat.
Thank you for 69 bits, K-Roll. On the bright side, my weight loss has been phenomenal. You are correct about that. But seriously, though, I can last 17 minutes. It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No, wait, that woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. Sample CD with the name written on marker. That's one impressive desk on one impressive rug. It's solid gold, Nick. Gold! Just look at that shine. Only real gold shines like that. Would you really want such a shiny desk, though? Thank you, Burmseye. I get it. I don't know, but let's see what it's like to sit at a solid gold desk. Wow, I'm completely dazzled. That's because it's completely dazzling. I can see out my nose in the reflection. That's gotta be really distracting. So the desk isn't practical, no surprise there. What's this? It's a punching bag. What? No way. You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that. What do you mean, walking around? The design's gross to start with, and it's way too heavy to be practical. And why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it. I was right before, back at Tribulations. Paris fashion is more my thing. I really, really hope she's pulling my chain on this one. Let's see, this round doll thing is called a dorama, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured in case you're wondering. Man, California is more Japanese than I remember, guys. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Darumaka. And then it's going to evolve into a Darmanitan. Fairly sure it wasn't Porcelain who said that, but you imagine that in his voice. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now, this yellow thing, this is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king? Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know. Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane! The car's registered to the Cavadarinis? Huh? So it's not even the Tiger's car? Why would someone else repair a bill to be... Why would someone else's repair bill be in the Tiger's office? I mean, it's a loan office. I assume that they would just casually happen to know how much someone owes people. Paid by Tiger to the Cadaverini. Oh my god! I just got the pun. Cadaver. Ha! Ha!
Hey, look at this Parisian-style coat. It's so chic. Looks more like a pimp coat. Whoa! What was this game rated again? Can they casually talk about pimps in a T? This is a T-rated game, right? Okay, so never mind. You can get away with talking about pimps in a T-rated game. Sure, why not? Guess I haven't gotten an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this. The suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. The same color as my suit? Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya. Nick, you gotta take a look at the... Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure, thanks. Just wait here quietly, otherwise... Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Just wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand? The only M-rated one is DD. Ah. I'm scared, Nick. So? What were you getting so excited about? Look on the lapel of this suit. That's an attorney's badge. Yep, an attorney badge. And clearly nothing else. Is the tiger a lawyer? Please tell me you guys know the difference between a real attorney badge and a piece of cardboard. No way, look at this thing, it's made of paper. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Thanks, Maya. Watched a video about the animation style for these games, and they were right about the game having good, simplistic animation that is very effective. Oh, for sure. Like, I think the most motion they have is like 3 frames, I think. Like, one transitional and one before and one after image. I think that's how the animation works in this game anyway. Absolutely nobody would ever fall for that, right? Welcome to Ace Attorney, where everyone will fall for anything and everything. Yeah, I remember Burmside telling me that the other day, that the judge only has 3 expressions. It's actually kind of amazing how expressive he can be with only 3. Because, like, I remember I used to take a class about facial expressions in media. If you are budgeted, you only really need 4 emotions. You need happy, you need sad, you need afraid, and you need angry. Those are the only 4 expressions you really need to capture any situation. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Oh no, someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's going to be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It's one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How did she manage to knock over one of those? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Oh hey, there's a book of matches here too. Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Wait a second! What is it? Look what's printed on its cover. It says Très Bien. Uh-huh. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them. Yeah! The pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out. No! Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. Oh my god. Well, I'm just going to put my controller down for now. Ah! Come out from under the desk, Maya! What are you two snooping around in me office for? Nothing, we were just... Yeah! My precious carpet! You've got ash on my rug! You're gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door.
It wasn't us. It was already.
You just want to argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You think you can take me on? I gotta flatten you two into pancakes and turn you into my new rugs.
I found you, Faker.
Faker, you're not even good enough to be my fake.
I'll make you eat those words.
Don Tiger.
Or Tigray. I'm going to say Tigray. You're back.
That voice is like evil seeping into your head through your ears. I'm sorry, Don Tigray. I knocked over that ashtray earlier, and...
Has she got a 10th wish or what?
Oh, right.
Huh?
Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing.
What?
I ain't gonna get mad at you. You too cute, you hear?
That's so unfair.
Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan.
Yeah, Phoenix Wright.
Yes? You see, the crazy are just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you just gotta come and mess up my plan.
So it was him. He's my phony.
But I don't care. No one gets in my way.
What? I mean, excuse me?
You should have left the little guy at home, right?
I have a few
No questions! This is the last time we meet!
Did Maya just get kidnapped again? Well, wait, please!
That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him.
Like you're one to talk. I didn't hear you scream, hold it either.
Espresso. Ah! And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart.
Thank you for the hold it K-roll. 96 bits. Much appreciated. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? Violetta? Violetta. So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tender Lender.
With the warm and friendly atmosphere you expect from a family-sized business, a conscientious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy.
Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well?
We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tender Lender. Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why would you bet $500 against a woman that you know wouldn't pay back, Phoenix? Violetta rhymes with Bernadetta. Oh man, I can't wait to get back to Three Houses. I actually need to finish that game. Why don't you take out a loan?
Why would I take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much.
Tender Lender is on your side.
So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then?
We give you more coffee. Strong coffee.
Maybe Maya just has a really good poker face, Flarga. You don't know. Right. I'd rather skip town.
Hey, just remember, I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well.
Irrelevant, Maya. Thank you. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating?
What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager.
The manager being the tiger?
Furio Tigre.
Curio. Tigray. So that's where the tiger thing comes from. Yeah, the sinking suspicion. The slightest hunch Phoenix didn't actually bet money in a game with Maya. You know what? That is also a possibility. We didn't consider that. Zine E-Hop's got a real name, Nick. Hurry up and find out more about him. Do we have a profile now? We have no idea how old Violetta is, apparently. 42 years old. And they mistook us for that? Okay. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigray? Cookie? Sure. How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. I cannot take anime cookies seriously anymore after a certain anime. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. No! Ladies first, Maya! It's actually weirder we do know the ages of everyone else. Yeah, for real. Like, how do we... Like, you would think of all characters we wouldn't really know Tigray's age. Yeah, we found out Victor's age before he started talking about it either. That is weird. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together? We are lovers. Unsurprising. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I own Don Tigray, my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you? Please, address him properly as Don Tigray. Otherwise, I'll have to. Okay, Don Tigray, of course, I'm sorry. He saved her life. I'd sure like to know how that happened. About this? More coffee? You must have more. No, thanks. I've had enough, really. I'm so thirsty. I don't leave the office. I almost said coffee because it begins with OFE. Sorry. Anyway, I can't tell you about anything except Don Tigray. I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died once. Oh my god. There is a lot of coffee in this game. You're not wrong, K-Roll. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctors said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to have a boat ride across the river Styx. Isn't that a lie? We just saw her at Tribulations. I mean, she can still walk, apparently, aside from that. Wait a second, she also is able to make cookies! How much better are you? But Don Tigray, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out about what he had done for me, I was very happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you've got that bandage around your head? This? So what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. A fatal injury? Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once? Oh my god, that's a lot of locks. Ugh, she really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we gotta find out the truth. Do I even have enough information? even think we have the right materials for this. You said that the bandage around your head was from an operation. You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes. The operation was very difficult, apparently. Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this? You know what? Wild guess. Wild guess. Did Tigray crash into you? Well? Donuts? Huh? I baked them myself. Homemade donuts. Have one. What's inside? Jam and... I'm sorry, but I didn't quite catch that. Thanks, but no thanks. I think I'll pass. That was a flop. I think we got nothing to work with, unfortunately. Alright, I hate to say it, but we're going to have to call the stream here. Mostly because, like, I don't think I have enough time to do further into this investigation before diving into a massive rabbit hole. So, yeah, we'll call it here and we'll try to figure out what her big deal is later. But yeah, thank you all for coming out tonight. Margaret, Maniacal, thank you so much for the money earlier. Everyone who... Dirt Dog, I also appreciate it as well if you're here. Everyone who dropped bits, always grateful to you guys. I never want to seem like I'm begging for money, and I'm not trying to guilt people into giving me money.
No further objectinos.
Agger, thank you so much for the 69 bits. Thank you so much. Okay, but yeah, what am I trying to say here?
Wanna watch me do a flip?
Thank you for the flip, K-Rule. Where was I? Guys, I do want to get a new PC sooner than later, and everything that you guys do, all these bits, all this money, it's helping me so much, and I am so grateful to everyone here. Like I said, I'm never trying to beg you guys to give me money. I am never trying to guilt you guys to give me money. All I can do for you guys is try to stream for you guys, put on a good show for you all, try to make you laugh, try to help you forget about things. And it's just... Like I said, I only want a new computer just so I can make sure I can bring a better show for you guys. That is my #1 goal overall. Being able to entertain all of you, and the only way I can do that is getting a new computer. So, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, everyone for your support. You guys have no idea how much this means to me, and I am so very grateful to you. Anyway, while you guys think of a raid message, let me say real fast, next stream should be Thursday or Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as per usual. If there's any changes to the schedule, you can follow me on Twitter at NoLimit42, where I post stream updates and general shenanigans. Alternatively, you guys can hit up the Discord server, where we talk about anything and everything. We're a very friendly bunch there, and we're always welcome to any new faces. We also do movie nights every single Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're currently going through the Disney direct-to-video movies because I'm a colossal idiot who wants to suffer, and apparently some people want to suffer alongside me. So, the next two movies we're watching are Tarzan 2 and Lilo and Stitch 2. Stitch has a glitch. Both movies aren't actually too bad. I actually kind of have fond memories of the Lilo and Stitch 2 sequel, so if you guys want to join in for that, consider joining in Discord. But yeah, I'm gonna go find a raid target. If you guys have a raid message in mind, give me a heads up. Let's see. Who are we raiding? Yep, Stitch, we're doing a Lilo and... We're going to be watching Lilo and Stitch next Monday. Can't be any worse than the last one? Oh, God. Nothing can top Mulan 2 and Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. Girl. Sing the pigeon song. Oh my god, I know exactly who we're going to be rating. Okay, we're going to be rating with... Whoa, some Gumshoe. You know what? That actually reminds me. That's our raid message, and we're going to be rating Maniacal. So, Maniacal is currently streaming Genshin Impact. I am shocked he is streaming Genshin Impact, but hey, it's a good game. How about you guys go give him some love? So yeah, go send him some love, and maybe he'll pull some good waifus. But yeah, like I said, next stream should be Thursday or Friday. I'll let you guys know. Until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Keep your noses clean. Try not to take out loans, and again, thank y'all again. I'll catch y'all later. Night, everyone.